Hi everyone, I'm Danu.
I'm Julie and this is our car Blackbird.
Thank you for joining us again. We are in Belitung now, which is my hometown.
We just came back from our trip all around Sumatra, which we were on for around 30 days. And along the road, a lot of people were super curious and interested in finding out a bit more about how we travel, live, sleep and cook all in this small van. So today we want to give you our little van tour and show you how Danu has transformed this Toyota Avanza into a micro camper van. Enjoy!
Yep. Let's do it!
So this is how we set up our kitchen whenever we want to cook some lunch or dinner. We got our two foldable chairs, our little foldable table, and of course our gas cooker. Then what we usually take out of the car are our two big boxes. This here is the box for our cooking stuff, like plates and pots and pans and so on. And then here on the other side we have another box for our dry food. Now it's easy for us to keep it in those boxes because number one, it's easy to take in and out of the car, and of course also everything is in one place and it keeps it dry and also safe from animals. Then we also have this foldable little sink thing. It's very good for us to keep our vegetables and fruits in here whenever we go shopping, and then of course we also use it later to wash our dishes. It's a good way to save water. For gas, we use this 3-kilo gas bottle, which Dano usually has to connect. Oh, 1 minute. It's boiling. Making my coffee. So this here is another important part of our kitchen. We have this drawer here in the back with all of our different condiments like salt, spices, and of course also the important things such as coffee and tea. It's easy for us to grab them. And we also have our towels for cleaning up. Yeah, and pretty much everything that we need for a quick stop. Because this is the second part here, we do have this little table here in the back. So if we just want to stop somewhere quick on the road and maybe cook some tea and have some coffee, we just pull out this little table and we make our coffee here. So we don't have to set up the whole kitchen. And this is also very handy when it's raining because we are protected from the rain here by the back door. And if it's really storming, then we can also put our backtail tent in the back. Now when we cook, if we just have some tea or some coffee, we usually don't set up the big gas bottle because it takes us some time to connect it. So we just have these small, what are they called now?
Can.
The small gas cans, which are readily available here in Indonesia to buy in the little convenience stores. And one last important thing, of course, in our kitchen here is our water. So we have these 19-liter gallons. And yeah, it's drinking water. And you have two options in Indonesia. You can either refill them in the refillable shops along the road, or if you want to make sure that the water is 100% safe to drink, you can also buy the new Aqua. That's the brand. The new Aqua bottles, again in the convenience stores like Indomart or Alfamart. And to make our life easier, of course, we have this little water pump. So it's really easy for us to get the water out of the gallon. So in the back of our car, Danu has built this construction out of steel and wood. And it's quite flexible and it helps us to keep our stuff easily organized and so that we can find everything. Because without this, the whole car would be a complete mess. So here are the different areas. Usually in this part here, if we go on longer trips, that's where we keep our bags filled with clothes and also our laptops because they are safe here. Then we do have this little net here in the front where we just stuff our mats and sometimes our rain jacket. So this is just whatever doesn't have another place, just goes in there. In this large area here, this is where we put our kitchen boxes. So the two boxes that you saw outside before, they fit perfectly in here. And then under our bed, we still have more storage space. So right now it's quite messy, but we do have our sleeping bags here. We have a hammock. We do have Danu's tools in here. And then this is usually where we put our dirty laundry. We still have some space for some extra drinking water. So yeah, we do use every little niche and cranny in this van, as yeah, it usually works with camper vans, right? And then this thing here, this system is Danu came up with this just while we were traveling because we didn't know where to put our wet towels every morning. So he just put this rope all around the car. And yeah, it works well for drying our towels, and we also use it as curtains sometimes when we need some extra privacy. It's very important for us to have a good night's sleep, so that's why we opted to buy this very large foldable mattress. And our system is very simple. All we have to do is flip over these wooden parts, and then we just put the mattress on top. And this is a 15 centimeter, right? I think. Oh, I got it the wrong way around. Ta-da! Yeah, this is our bed. And of course, to make it more comfortable, we put bed sheets. We do have our sleeping bags. We also have some pillows in the back. And yeah, one of the reasons we had to custom make this mattress actually, because here in the back, it is a lot narrower, so we wanted to make use of the full width of the car here in the front where we put our heads, but then down there for our legs it's okay if the mattress is not as wide. And this is super comfortable. Before we used to have an air mattress which got broken very soon, so usually Danu, like halfway in the night, he ended up sleeping on the wood because the air was gone. So this is much better and also much easier to set up. Now, one of the downsides of this system here is that we really cannot sit in the back of the car. If we lay down, it's fine. There's enough space for us to get in and out comfortably. But yeah, sitting is impossible. Alright, so here in the back we got these full hanging bags, and this is usually where we put all of our electronics, such as the lamps, the chargers, because otherwise we can't find them anymore. They get lost in the big car. And on the other side we have a second one. And yeah, when we were on our long trip, this is where we kept our underwear just and our socks. So whatever we just needed quick access to every day was in that little hanging bag. And here we have another hanger. This is where we usually put our tea towels, or also when it's raining, our wet raincoats, so that they can dry off. Here in the door we usually put our bathroom. So whatever we need to keep ourselves clean, and again it's easily accessible since we need this every day. Yeah, now it's empty because we're not traveling for a long time, but this used to be very stuffed. And of course we also have like a little bathroom bag in case we have a shower somewhere. Alright, so mosquitoes love to bite me, so we do have these very handy mosquito nets. It's easy to put them on our windows, so we just pull them over and they keep us safe at night from the little monsters. And to have a little bit extra privacy, we have this foldable window covers, so we just put them inside the mosquito net and it's safe and holds in place. Of course, we also use the space behind our seats. So usually here behind the seats we put our dirty shoes, our gas cooker, we got some tools under the seat. And yeah, whatever we need we just put it in here. And behind Danu's chair we got our little cool box. Now this cool box just works with it's old school. We just put some ice in it, and then actually it does hold our meat and fish fresh, let's say for like around a day.
Alright, in the front we don't really change much. We only change the head unit here for the sound system, because we love to listen to the music when we drive. And of course it's also the most important thing that we have a phone charger, and when we drive we charge everything, my phone and Julie's phone, so we get all the electricity to charge the phone, and all the other electronic things we charge from this head unit here. And for the light, we have the USB LED light, so we just connected this to the power bank, and we have a light here. So normally we just have one light, we just put it here when we cook and when we have a night activity. So far we are good with this light, and it's also easy because we only have a small power bank like this. It's enough for like this is very small watt, and this power bank is enough for like a 2 days camping. So most of the campervan people that they have a problem with when they sleep inside the micro campervan like us, we have a problem with condensation when it's the air is not really good at night, so it made our sleeps not really well. So to solve that problem, we have this small fan. So we bought it in maybe like $10, and it's powered with the USB. So it's easy. When we stop, we just charge it, and this is enough for like a one night, for like a 7 or 6 hour with this tiny power bank. So it's so far it's worked to sucking the air out of the our car. Just put it on the window like this. Yep, something like this, and then we put the up like that. Yeah. So we just actually we just put it like this. So far it's worked, and even it's raining, it still can cover from the rain cover here. And for the toilet, we have a toilet tent here. It's really help us sometimes when we are camping in the public space, that maybe in tourist area, that we can have a little privacy.
So we transformed Black Bull pretty much step by step. We changed a few parts, then when we didn't like something, we made some changes, right? So it's hard really to say how much in overall we paid, but probably an estimation of around 7 to 10 juta all in, like with the chairs and so on. So it's very low budget, but it works.
Most of the cost is about the stuff, not about the car.
The equipment, right?
Yeah, the equipment, like the chairs and the stove, and something, the glass.
The glass.
Yeah, something like that. Her coffee maker. Yeah, that's it. That's our very simple micro camper vans. If you like our video, that's maybe you get inspired by our video and you want to ask more the detail about our micro camper van, you can put your questions below this video. And
yeah, thanks again for joining us, and happy travels. See you next time.
Bye bye.